Hey guys, Peter here, and I'm here today with Matthew Young. We're just going to do a bit of an interview on Matt's life and his journey in the weight loss results that he has gotten from my coaching program. And we just want to kind of go through a little bit more about where he was and what he did in the past with regards to Tony Ferguson. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Matthew.
Hey everyone.
So guys, today's date is August 12th, 2014 at 7:40 p.m. And what I'm going to ask Matt first is, Matt, can you give people a brief intro on who you are, please, and your lifestyle?
Absolutely. My name's Matt, obviously. I'm 30 years old, 31 this year, and I've pretty much lived in Brisbane the majority of my life. I really enjoy going out, pretty much eating in every restaurant that Brisbane has to offer. I currently live in Fortitude Valley, so it's the entertainment precinct of Brisbane, if you're from around here. Recently, though, on a bit of a journey, I've discovered that I actually really love the gym. It's a great place to work out frustration and, see results, I guess, or work towards achieving, really healthy, beneficial results. So I'm enjoying that at the moment.
And Matt, sorry to interrupt, but were you a gym goer prior to starting the coaching program? Like, did you go to the gym at all?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
So you had no experience at all?
No.
Fantastic.
No. I did have a gym membership previously, a couple of years ago. I don't think I used it at all,
you would say,
to be honest.
So you would say that your, knowledge or experience with doing exercise would be kind of zero?
Zero.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Excellent. So that kind of gives people an idea of, you didn't have much background on training, so, you don't have to have much background on training. Cool.
Yeah.
So guys, we'll get straight into it. So Matt, what was a tipping point for you to get started? Like obviously you did the Tony Ferguson guys, so for those that don't know, Matt did a Tony Ferguson, so we'll kind of cover that now. So what was a tipping point for you when you started the Tony Ferguson weight loss program, Matt? And when did you start it? So give us a brief overview on when you started and why you started and so forth. And what results did you get from it?
Yeah, well, I did that back in 2008. It was still a relatively new program back then. And the Tony Ferguson is just what's known as a VLCD, a very low calorie diet. The appeal of it was that, they had all these people going in the media on TV, talking about how successful they had been in such a short period of time. I was younger back in 2008, and quick results really appealed to me. So my tipping point was that I was the heaviest that I had ever been. I was just over 100 kilos. I think it was about 101. I worked shift work, really, really long hours and unusual hours. And I really felt unhealthy. Just that feeling within yourself that the food that you're eating is bad and it's making you sluggish, and I wanted to change that. So that was my tipping point. My clothes didn't fit anymore.
How long did you go on the Tony Ferguson program for?
I was on it for approximately 3 months. I was on their 2 shakes a day program.
Yeah.
And then after that, you graduate onto their maintenance program, which I probably lasted about a month on, I think. Yeah. Not too long.
Okay.
So about 4 months in total.
Yeah. Okay. So why did you only last a couple of months on that?
Well, I pretty much set out and achieved what I set out to achieve. Okay. Weight loss wise. Yep. And back then, all I had in my mind was like a number goal. It wasn't, to achieve strength or anything like that. It was just purely to reduce the number of my kilos.
Yeah. So what happened after once you kind of stopped the program?
You kind of get a bit cocky with it, because when you first do the program, it's really successful. So weight loss wise, so you think in the future that if you ever maybe happen to put on a few kilos, you just jump on the program for a week or two, those kilos will be gone. That's not true. Okay. When you go onto the maintenance and they start reintroducing the terrible carbs, and you get a taste for them again, all hell can break loose. And quite frequently, it for people on the program, it does.
Yeah, yeah. So how many times did you do the program?
I would probably, what I call a tune-up, I would probably do it, once or twice a year. So over a period of, 6-7 years, it was a number of times that I went back on the program. So you could say 12, 13 times.
Yeah, wow. And when was the last time you did the program?
It would have been about last year, around June.
Wow.
I jumped back on it because I noticed that the weight, I was putting on weight.
Yeah.
So, to me, it was the one thing that I used to fall back on was jumping on the shake program and trying to shift the weight.
So what type of results did you get last year in comparison to all the other years that you did?
I didn't get any results last year.
Wow.
There was really no change. If there was any change, it was actually a negative change. I probably put on a little bit of weight.
Okay.
Which I guess was kind of a testament to my commitment on this attempt of doing the program.
Okay. What was your lifestyle like when you were on the program?
It's very restricted.
Yeah.
For someone who enjoys going out and trying restaurants and different foods, that's all off the cards. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to have structured shake routine essentially, and then a very light dinner of salad or vegetables and a bit of protein. So it makes it really difficult to go out and socialise with friends. And being someone who loves food, I also don't just want to go out and look at a salad on a menu when I'm used to going out and getting the carbonara or something.
Yeah. So you're limited with food choices that you want to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. So would you recommend, from your experience with the Tony Ferguson, what's your, overall opinion on it? And would you recommend it to anyone? And would you go back onto it if you had to?
No, I would not go back onto it again.
Yeah.
Those days of quick...
Hey guys, so we just got cut off in that video due to technical difficulties. So we're back now. So we're just going to continue on with where we left off. So Matt was just talking about, would he recommend it? So Matt, take it away.
I think you also asked me if I would go back on it,
yes.
And my answer was no. Losing weight and maintaining a healthy weight now is not so much about a quick fix for me. It's more I need a permanent solution. Doing the program repeatedly and seeing how my results waned over time, I realised that it's not the program for me is not something that I would ever really feel comfortable doing again. It's restrictive, and it's restrictive in so many ways, and that you can't go out, and that your food is limited, and you feel a little bit tired while you're on it. As for my recommending it to other people, I wouldn't. It's a very restrictive way to live your life for quite a period of time, and there's no need to be that restricted to get good results, and good long-lasting results. You know, there's that old saying, the quicker they rise, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
And it's really evident in Tony Ferguson and other VLCD diets, because they make their money from repeat business.
Yeah.
And so, no, I wouldn't recommend it to people.
So you would like a typical yo-yo dieter, hey? So you would go on
Absolutely.
a couple of months and then you'll kind of go off and you'll pack the weight back on again. And you'll struggle to lose, I guess, the same amount of weight that you did the first time in the second or third or so forth.
Yep.
So
And that's
really,
definitely
really
evidence. The more time that you do it, you notice the results are a lot slower.
Yeah. So, guys, for those that don't know, Matt's been a coaching client of mine. I've had the privilege to coach him and mentor him, and you know, he's done really, really well. And you know, Matt, tell people how much weight you've lost in the first 4 weeks that we did the coaching.
Oh yeah, the first 4 weeks they were pretty intense.
Yeah.
So
how much weight did you lose in that first 4 weeks?
I think that was around 10 kilos.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know, I think it should be noted that after my experience with really rapid weight loss on a VLCD diet, I've learned quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I have asked you to specifically take this a bit slower with me.
Yeah.
So I can learn along the way.
Yeah.
I feel that's the best for my future in keeping this weight off.
Yeah, fantastic. So tell us about, I guess, your food. What type of foods are you eating, and you know, are you eating your foods within a time frame? How are you eating your food? So tell us more about that.
All right. Well, we started off eating in 8-hour window.
Yeah.
And then we opened that up to, you know, just my regular eating routine. I would get up, I would have breakfast, I would have lunch, I would have dinner, and I would have dessert.
Yeah.
The amount of food, I guess, it's just phenomenal. Yeah. Seriously. Anybody who's, you know, sort of hungry on the amount of food that I'm eating is weird. Yeah, which is in stark contrast, I guess, to a shake diet.
Yeah.
And still, you know, managing to lose quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm basically in a routine where I have those sorts of meals, but I may delay breakfast a little bit. I may have start eating breakfast around 10 or 11 rather than, you know, wake up, have breakfast at 7, whatever. I do delay it.
Yeah, fantastic. So you've got pretty much the flexibility of eating whenever you want.
I do. Yeah. I work in an office, and you know, I can wait until 10.
Yeah.
I have coffee in the morning that gets me through, and then I just go prepare my food whenever I want.
Fantastic. Would you consider your diet as to be pretty flexible in eating what you want?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. It's good food. It's good food that you're planning out for me, and I really, really enjoy it.
Beautiful. Fantastic, guys. So, what would you say with regards to the coaching? How much have you learned, and would you recommend this coaching to anyone who's looking to lose weight? And would you classify this as long-term sustainable weight loss, or how would you classify this?
Definitely this is long-term, sustainable weight loss for me.
Yeah.
And as I touched on briefly before, it's the way that I want to go.
Yeah.
This time, after having, you know, such yo-yo results on all my other sorts of journeys, definitely this is a long-term solution. As for my knowledge, you know, even not long after I started out with you, I was still really afraid to approach the free weight area in the gym.
Yeah.
Now you can't keep me out of there. And there are times I feel like pulling some people up on their technique. So the confidence is growing.
Fantastic.
You know, there's still a lot to learn with regards to routines or exercises I can do. But you know, my thirst for knowledge is insatiable in that area, and as you can you can confirm, I guess. I'm always asking questions about it. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
What else can I do? So confidence has grown phenomenally. If it's something a bit more in depth, I could email you if I want an answer. But yeah, the turnaround is really quick. You'll get back to me straight away.
Fantastic. So guys, there you have it. Matt, a successful coaching client who's done really, really well. So guys, if you want to know more on how you can actually start achieving long-term sustainable weight loss, just like Matt, I'll just add a link down below. So just click on the link, guys, and we'll speak to you guys real soon.
See ya.